And I believe it says that we are...
But we are here. I hope everyone is having a super great night.
Hey, sorry, it switched networks on me for some reason. It switched back to the Park network. We're back on the Starlink. So...
we are back. Maybe.
You don't even know.
I don't know. So, it is super, super crazy windy. I hope everyone had an amazing Sunday.
First off, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You all rock. Futon 2, how you doing? Jonathan's in the house. Ed's Workouts. Neil F. Greg Crocker. Adam Bennett. Fisherman Hype. Homilies here. Good evening. God bless. Thank you. Kevin Corrick. Question for everyone. What full synthetic oil do you use in your vehicle? Pennzoil Platinum for me. Let's see here. Anybody else? Daniel, Gil, no name. Nick Hoffman's in the house, in the shop, making a desk. That's awesome.
Daniel and Neil F., thank you for the Happy Mother's Day. Super appreciate it.
Anyway, if you didn't hear it before, sorry that the network switched on us and now we're back on the Starlink. But we are broadcasting from our truck. I've got my laptop right here. She's looking at her phone. If the video freezes, it's because I got that wonky USB connection. So just give me a few seconds and I'll reinitiate the camera. That should fix it. But yeah, it is like blowing at ridiculous miles per hour. We're actually parked behind the trailer in the shelter to try and block at the wind because that's just shaking the trailer, making a bunch of noise. This is the only way we can reduce the noise to the point where we think we can try and do this. We'll see how it goes. It's also hot. It's hot and windy.
Yep.
It's awesome. Yay, desert living.
It's Vegas.
All right. Go ahead. I'm going to have a sip.
Quite a number of people are saying Happy Mother's Day to me. Thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Homily665 has been a member for 31 months.
Woo!
Tool Bear, proud to support the best no BS tool channel. Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Bear and all the mothers. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. And I am super glad to have you here tonight. I hope that your projects are going well. Mark Olson says a bit low volume. So not sure if we can fix that.
I turned it up a couple notches. Let me know how that helps. Or if it helps.
Andrew asked a question, but I only got half of it, like the second half. So I'm trying to find the first half of your question. He said, message retracted. Never mind. Do you know / recommend something? I don't know. Then I choked. Jason is trying to say Happy Mother's Day to me. Thank you so much. Halen Wolf also saying Happy Mother's Day. I hope that Mrs. Halen Wolf had a super amazing Mother's Day. She is an awesome mother. I am choking. I'm dying. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools.
Hey, Fred.
Hi, Viz Dad. Jean says, Happy Mama Bear's Day. Thank you so much. Mark Olson says, 100%. Is it Mayhew? Mayhew for pry bars. Oh, you're talking to Gil. Andrew said, at the Den of Tools, know any good quality stubby impact 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch?
Stubby impact wrench or impact sockets? The impact wrench, the stubby ones, probably DeWalt and Milwaukee are going to be the best. Makita makes a decent one. I guess Rigid's going now more in the compact. I don't know if we can call it a stubby, though. I think probably the best compact stubby's got to be, as far as electric, has got to be, whatchamacallit, Milwaukee. Air Tools, I think AirCat makes a decent one.
Frank Jones, at the Den of Tools. Any opinions on the Milwaukee M12 3/8 crown stapler?
I like it. It's the, I actually have that when I picked it up on sale for like $50, tool only. And I think it does a fantastic job. I've never really had a problem with it jamming or double staples or any of that kind of stuff. I think it works fine.
Kevin with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you.
It says tad better volume. I'm going to turn it up another notch.
Okay.
See if that's better. Try to talk towards the microphone. Project from the diaphragm. What are you got on your head? What is it? Is it deer?
I'm guessing. I'm not entirely sure what creature I'm representing today. That's kind of like every day. John says, Hiya, Mr. and Mrs. Bear. Happy Mother's Day to you, ma'am. Thank you. Old Crankman says, do StreamYard so we can chat with you better. Mark asked about the volume. Mr. Doughboy.
Hold on. What's better about StreamYard for chatting?
Halen Wolf says, at the Den of Tools, had a great time with the wife at the lake house. Hope you saw the pics. I did. I saw them for like a hot second. My mom is visiting, so I have honestly been just not really on social media or looking at stuff online.
We've been hanging out with Nana and the kids and going swimming and stuff like that. And there was a huge hot rod show and antique show, so we've been walking around that with her and buying all sorts of stuff. I should have brought the hammers I bought. They're not in the car, are they? We took them inside.
I think we took them inside.
Yeah.
So, yes, I did see the pictures, Halen. That looked awesome. If you guys haven't, maybe go check them out. Futano2 says, how do you guys do the member thing? So you can join? There's like a button.
He is a member.
How did you guys do the member? Do you mean how did...
How did we set it up?
No, I think he's saying because like Homily 665 had a thing saying he's been a member for 31 months.
Oh.
And Kevin says member for 8 months. Are you asking how that shows up? I think that...
I have no idea.
I thought that was on their end. When I say their end, I mean like the application or...
I thought it just automatically
That's what
notified it that it was an anniversary or something. I have literally no idea how any of that works.
So that was a very technical answer to that question. Lou Flores says, hello, everyone.
Oh, my video froze. Keep going.
Abraham Rodriguez says, you look a little different from your videos. Did you get a haircut? Are they confusing you with...
Someone else?
Yeah.
I think so.
Internet user says, hey, Bear, and happy Mama Bear's Day, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Old Crankman says, at the Den of Tools, I own a 100-sheet heavy-duty stapler. Holy cheese and crackers. That's kind of cool. Anthony.
That's a heavy-duty stapler.
I know, yeah. Says, happy Mother's Day to the Mama Bear. Thank you so much. Homily 665 says, at Futano2, it's listed as an option with the super chats.
Really?
So you can, cool. Thank you for letting us know. I had no idea. Frank says, at the Den of Tools, thanks for your opinion. Happy Mother's Day. And Old Crankman says, at the Den of Tools StreamYard, you can see other people's cameras and chat through them better with your voice than typing. I'm not sure. Do you mean like...
You mean like I can bring other people on to talk?
Maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Mark says, Vegas always seems to have great shows year-round. Well, they definitely have something available all the time.
Yeah, there's lots of great shows here.
And
there's some not so great shows too.
Yes, that are here regularly as well. Futano2 says, that's what I meant, the member time. Homily answered it. Awesome. And we got to learn along with you. Kyle Davis says, at the Den of Tools, looking for a new commercial grade string trimmer. Suggestions?
Well, Makita, just hold on. My video froze. Oh, this is going to be a pain all night. Makita just came out with a whole bunch of 40 volt stuff that is awesome, and there are string trimmers in that. And Makita's been servicing the pro market for cordless stuff for a long time. Other than that, the DeWalt FlexVolt is good, and I guess the Milwaukee string trimmer is a good string trimmer. But I don't know if I would go for it for professional use, just because they the batteries are so expensive for what you get for them. Although it's a 5-year warranty versus DeWalt's 3-year warranty, I'd probably go with the Makita. Makita's got they've got the bicycle handle style one, they've got the regular style one, they've got brush hog kind of stuff. If I was running a commercial shop going electric, I would look at Makita and I would look at Steel. Yeah.
Kyle Davis, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Super appreciate it. I did not see a message in there. Sometimes folks include a message, so I will keep an eye out. Maybe. Oh, you said thank you. You are so welcome. Jason Thrasher said, today is mine and my wife Heather's 7-year anniversary, and we both enjoy your channel.
Congratulations.
Can we get a shout out? Happy anniversary to Jason and Heather Thrasher. 7 years. Congrats. A number of people are telling us we were frozen. I think that we fixed it.
Yep.
Abraham was mentioning that you look different because you're usually a bear. People get them confused a lot. It happens.
Yeah. So in some of my videos, I'm a bear, but when around my wife, she says I'm unbearable.
That's right. Mark Olson says, Ryobi came in second place on Project Farm bit holders last week. I was super surprised.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. I'll have to check that out. I would be thoroughly surprised.
Homily665 says, at the Den of Tools, I got a heart edger attachment for $38.50 because the price tag from February clearance was still up. Beats the $77 all day
that's
long.
an awesome deal.
Congratulations. That is awesome. Jason Thrasher, I just read that. I think maybe and a happy Mother's Day to your wife as well. Internet using. Sticking with DeWalt until I can wear it out. 2 years and going strong with Flex Volt line.
Yep.
Old Crinkman says, at the Den of Tools, I saw 2 33-inch walk-behind mowers and wanted one of them so bad. You didn't get one. A number of people are congratulating the Thrasher family. Nick Hoffman says, at the Den of Tools, if you're looking for a dedicated outdoor battery, it's... Is it still? I always have to...
Let me ask you all. Do you pronounce it still or steel?
STIHL. So he is saying, at the Den of Tools, if you're looking for a dedicated outdoor battery, is it steel or still or Husqvarna? In my opinion, as primarily a chainsaw user. So which one do people...
Boy, that's a hard choice. I'd say if you're going gas, I might go Husqvarna. If you're going electric, I would probably go steel. It's hard not to choose Husqvarna because, as I always say, I love saying the name Husqvarna. But they make fantastic stuff. They really do. And the steel is probably just right up there. I just probably prefer the Husqvarna a little bit more. But I don't do a lot with gas chainsaws anymore. And it's been a long time, to be entirely honest. I'm certainly no expert on gas chainsaws. I think Steel has just put a lot more effort in converting over to service the electric market. They're really ramping everything up. They have a huge selection of tools these days, comparatively speaking to the other big name professional manufacturers in that market.
So a whole bunch of people are chiming in. They are all saying it is steel.
That's the way I was told it was pronounced.
And I don't know why. It's like sometimes there's like a word that every time you look at it, your brain is just like...
Well, like Estwing. I remember hearing it as a kid. Thought they were saying East Wing, so it just stuck with me that it's East Wing. Lots of people call it East Wing, but it's Estwing.
Yeah, I hear you. My phone is being insane right now. So thank you for your answer, and thank you everyone else for chiming in, because I will ask again next week. Internet user says, at the Den of Tools, my wife says I'm unbearable too. Mark Olson says, at the Den of Tools, opinions on the various chainsaw sharpeners that abound.
I'm certainly not the person to ask that about, because I've just always used like a rotary tool and done it one at a time, because as again, I'm not in the back 40 felling lots of trees, so how often I need to sharpen it doesn't make sense to invest in a chainsaw sharpener, a dedicated one.
Rev Smith says, at the Den of Tools, hi there, how's the bear fam?
We're doing
good.
great. We got Nana in town. We have this great festival. We've been going out for good food, going to the Southwest Diner, great breakfast over there, and going swimming and stuff, and trying to stay out of the wind. Although today, if you're out and about, it was a good solid breeze. It was in the mid 80s. It was a nice day today.
Yeah. It was just like right before the live stream.
Yeah, but that wind has picked up something ridiculous.
Yeah. So Didiz says, at the Den of Tools, happy Mother's Day. Hope the Cubs treated you well. I was super spoiled. Super, super grateful. I got some really awesome gifts. And more than anything, I just got to spend time with them.
Show me your necklace. Don't like that.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's from Henry, as in the lever action. And they're red, white, and blue. And they're 44 mag shells.
I got some earrings. I actually got 3 pairs of earrings. I got a really cool bag. It says NCAS because, everyone
Oh, wait.
knows it.
Show them what's on the inside.
So my favorite part was when I looked inside, the fabric that they used on the inside is like blood splatter. So
She's going to murder me.
we are a family-friendly channel, so don't be scared. But yes, those are some of the gifts. I got some other gifts as well. But mainly the most awesome one was that we all got to have a meal together and spend time together, and the kids got to hang out with Nana.
I gave her big Mother's Day gift last night.
Yeah.
Pajamas, people. Pajamas.
Yeah. Where were you guys going with that, huh? Honestly, they were like the best pajamas ever.
She made me order 2 more pairs this morning. Different colors.
Yep. Old Crankman says, at the Den of Tools, I picked up a self-propelled vacuum cleaner today, and the vacuum was controlling me more than I was it. That
I didn't know
sounds
that.
kinda cool.
I have not seen a self-propelled vacuum in years. It's been so long. Was it a Kirby? I don't remember. It was a long time since I've seen one of those.
So that sounds cool. Wahawk says, Heidi ho, good neighbors.
Hello.
Dr. Falcon says, hello all. At the Den of Tools. Hello. Hope you were having a good day.
Yeah.
Mark Olson says, ouch, gotta run, folks. Sorry. Totally understand. I know we're doing it kind of later, and it is also Mother's Day. So I am expecting that a lot of folks are enjoying time with family.
Yep.
Daniel says, cool. Internet user, at the Den of Tools, the I before H makes the I have an E sound when pronounced. Thank you so much. I may need to, phone a friend with you, 4 times a day. Nick Hoffman says, at the Den of Tools, for the sharpener question, Ryobi is good. Harbor Freight is okay. Anything else is probably overkill for one of the first 2 is fancier clothes. Probably overkill or one of the 2 in fancier clothes. Haha. Dr. Falcon says, kind of sad day, but it's okay. I understand. Sort of right after I said that,
Yeah.
I thought about it didn't make sense. So we are definitely thinking about you and just sending you love. Married Man Woodworking.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I think we're frozen again. Maybe
I
we're
fixed it.
fixed. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so
Hey.
much.
And if you haven't seen it, he's got another channel called, was it Woodworking YouTubers or YouTuber Woodworking? And he interviewed me. It was like an hour-long video or something like that. So if you want to find out more about my background, go over and check that out.
Jack Gallagher says, hola from the Dominican Republic. Thank
Hey.
you for joining us. Internet user says, at the Den of Tools, at least according to Merriam-Webster. Thank you for looking that up.
Also, hold on. Oso, if you're here, the Oso family, just wanted to say hi. That was the family that actually at the antique thing, they had all the restored tools and stuff. And I was talking to the
Excuse me.
the grandfather, and it was the grandfather, father, and the son his son and my son were sitting there playing Nerf stuff, and while we were
Yeah.
talking, and I was talking to the grandfather, and I was asking him a bunch of weird questions about these tools, and you could see him kind of looking at me like, oh, so I've got this YouTube channel, and I do this thing, and the son's like, who's like he's in his late 20s, early 30s, looks at me and he goes, I know who you are. I'm like, all right, I'm outed. So anyway, just to say, it was great meeting you all. Thank you so much. Really, really cool tools.
And really cool grandson.
Yeah.
Griffey had a great time. Kent says, Extra Mile Custom Creations. Hello, tool junkies. Hello.
Howdy.
Dr. Falcon says, thank you, but I'm doing okay. It gets easier after a while. I can only imagine. I have obviously never been in your shoes, but it is, I'm sure, very different. And again, we are thinking of you and keeping you in our prayers. Married Man Woodworking says, yes, Woodworking YouTuber's channel has the interview. Thanks.
There you go.
You are so welcome. Internet user, Mama Bear's Day has been a sad day since 1985 for me, but I still spoiled my wife with a nice steak dinner. Well, I am so glad that you spoiled your wife with a steak dinner. And, you know, it's nice to honor them even if it's been a long time.
If you want to spoil me with a steak dinner, I would be okay.
For Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a poll on that one. See how far that goes. John Gonzalez at the Den of Tools, 16-month channel member.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Space Cat 72 at the Den of Tools. Happy Mother's Day, Mama Bear, and a good Sunday to all the Bear family. Thank you so much. Didiz says,
Hey, Di.
hello, and she's talking to Dr. Falcon. Daniel Yu says, at the Den of Tools, I have the Yukon 30 by 72 garage cabinet in order. I think it's on order for Harbor Freight. Good reviews. Do you have?
I do not. I don't. Well, the main reason I don't have one is I don't have a garage. We had a shop in Montana. The building got sold to somebody else, so we had to pull all the stuff out. When we get back up to Montana this summer, we're going to have to figure out a new shop situation. It is what it is. We'll figure it out.
Yep. Andy Parkerson with a $2 super chat. I have enough mugs. I want Shine On stickers. Well,
Do we not have Shine On stickers?
we should have them on the channel. I mean, on the store.
If you go to denoftools.com and go to store, I believe there are Shine On stickers. I could be wrong.
I have them with me.
Oh,
so I
so
know
we
that-
do have them.
Yes. Neil F. with the At the Den of Tools. Thanks for the advice on starting a channel a few weeks ago. I took the plunge.
Nice.
Awesome.
Care
We
to
would
share
love
the
to
name
know.
of the
Yes.
channel?
I like how I'm standing here waiting like you're going to tell me, and I'm going to hear it through the internet. It's okay. So, yes, let us know what it is, Neil F. We would love to check it out. Pandaddy Bob at the Den of Tools. How old is Jeff? He is 27, except for when he's 14.
I'm 53.
I'm 21.
I look every day of it. Twice.
Internet user at the Den of Tools. You can get yours on Papa Bear Day. That's right, the
Yes.
steak. Yep, and I'm going to be like, what do you want for Father's Day?
Yeah, but I won't want to go out. I'd rather just sit at home and grill steaks on the fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, on the grill. We'll be back up north. We can do it on the grill. Yeah.
When he says we can do it on the grill, it's still him.
Yeah,
Because
still me.
I would light the house on fire, even though it's outside.
You'd
That's
light my
another
grill
story.
on fire again.
I think the camera
Again.
had issues.
Yep.
Kurt in Reno. At the Den of Tools, had a little snow here today, only because the winds were so high at the summit in California. It was blowing the falling snow all the way here. Holy
Really?
cheese and crackers. I wish I had a picture of that.
Hold on. I gotta let some of this heat. The heat from this laptop is cooking me over here.
That's not what you're going for. Hopefully we do not have too much wind noise. Wings and Pizza says, at the Den of Tools, you ever think of building a little shop in Montana? All
the time. Yeah, but prices of wood have been so high. And then they went down and they went, faking you. We went right back up.
Neil F says, literally just Neil F. Boring username, can't decide on anything else. Shared a link on Facebook page.
That's all right. Really, honestly, the name of the channel doesn't mean anything. Lots of people have great channels and the names are just ridiculous.
Yep. And sometimes that's what makes it unique.
Mm-hmm.
Handy Wyo says, how's the keto coming along?
Not good.
Well, we fell off of the wagon and we rolled around on the ground.
We're going to get back on here shortly.
Yep.
Problem is, I'm not in charge of grocery shopping.
But we're going to get back on it. Billy says, Red, the Tool Bear, I love you. Not gonna. Thank you. Family channel. Too. Nick Hoffman says, at the Den of Tools, just got texted. I can speak English. Just got texted. No work tomorrow because of bad weather with only cabin staining job in progress. This desk is getting done tonight. Sounds like it's on, like Donkey Kong. So I'm sorry you're not working tomorrow, but sounds like it's kind of a fun night to finish projects. Married Man Woodworking says, at the Den of Tools, when updating house insurance, did you get insurance for replacement valve of your tools? Value. So when you're getting insurance, do you get replacement value of your tools or the original value? I think they're asking, like, if something happens.
That's a personal call. I don't do stuff like that. I just want value of the home itself. That's the only thing I care about. Everything else is replaceable, or it's all. That said, our house is also 1.5 feet thick stone. I'm not terribly worried about fires.
Yeah. Didiz says, Neil F, your first
water damage would be bad.
Your first video has 92 views. That's fantastic, which is actually true.
That's good. That's for really one amazing. Video.
David says, hello all. Pandotty Bob says, bears like their sweets. Ketos would be tough for a bear. That's super true. Steve says, I made it to your live again. Welcome, Steve. Thank you for joining us.
And it says our speed is really bad.
I think it's the weather. I mean,
well, we're looking at the antenna for the Starlink, and it's doing this.
Yeah, well, and you guys can't see what I can see, but when I look out at Lake Mead, it's not there right now.
It's gone.
It looks like dust storm.
It looks like fog has rolled in. Oh, one of Duncan's friends got a dust storm alert on his phone.
Oh.
We didn't get it. I guess we're not cool enough for that.
We're not worthy.
Yeah.
We're not worthy for those. So, yeah. We're doing our best, and that's all we can do. Neil was thanking Didiz. And we are going to blow away. Ed C says, at the Den of Tools, this is the first time I ever saw the chat read the exact same time as it comes to me on the screen. Is this the end of the world?
I know, right?
I think what it is I think it's Mother's Day. And so I think folks
we have about half the amount of people, half to a third the amount of people we would normally get. So.
Yeah. So I think that's what it is. It could also just be that I'm amazing at reading things quickly.
No, we've seen the other live streams. You get as far, if not further behind than I do.
That's right. I agree. I am amazing at reading things, and that's why we're on top of things tonight. Javier says, Skill 12 volt or DeWalt 12?
It depends on what you're doing. If you're just doing around the house kind of stuff, get the Skill 12 volt.
Our video's down.
Yeah. If you're doing it professionally or something, or you've got the money. See, here's the thing: is the DeWalt 12 volt stuff is great, but it's not cheap. It's all brushless, just like the other one. Our video will be back shortly. I'm working on it.
I know, we're working on it.
I need to get a new camera. This is ridiculous.
Steve says, at the Den of Tools, how is Starlink going?
It was when it's not windy. It's awesome.
Yes. I would say it's far better than what we were doing before.
Yeah, and this isn't just windy. This is like wind warning storms. There's a red flag alert. This is really bad wind, and we're getting upstream speeds and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, got into the hot tub for my back. Felt great until I had to get out.
Yeah.
Hurt like HE double hockey sticks. I sold both AR-15 and AR-22. Now the AR is legal again. Get an AR broomstick.
Is that a question mark?
No, I think that was a statement.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Neil F. says, all depends on your policy. I've been there before. Don't cheap out on insurance. I think it goes without saying that we are not insurance. What is it? The legal.
I'm not a professional insurance adjuster, and this is just
You should do
my
your own
personal
research,
choices. You should do your own choices.
your own state.
I was raised. My grandfather basically, it's like buying the extended warranty program. It is you were betting a certain X amount of dollars, hedging the bet that this is going to happen to you, and then what it's going to take to recover from that. Because we don't finance anything, really, we try to pay cash for everything. We own everything outright, and allows us to put money aside. So we basically have our own insurance. We just buy things again, and we don't buy things new. We buy things reasonably used that are in good condition at a good price, and we do a lot of research to buy stuff that's going to have a long lifespan that goes along with it. So that bird just landed on a picnic table. The wind blew it, and it slid on its feet sideways off the end, almost fell and caught itself and flew off.
It's a little bit windy here. Billy, I think your last name is Roche. It says, hi, we'll try that again. What job did you have before having the best YouTube channel? I think you referenced the...
Yeah, you got to go check out Married Man Woodworking. If you could put I don't know if you can put the link in there because you're not an admin. I should add him as an admin. He did it is too long. I'm 53. I've had a lot of jobs over the years. When I started, I did 15 years in the trades. First doing construction, mostly carpentry kind of stuff, but demo and all sorts of stuff. Wore a lot of hats in a small business like that. And then I went into what today is called low power or low voltage electrical. Low voltage, I can't talk. Low voltage electrical, which is running Cat 5, Cat 6, fiber, doing server installs, building out server rooms, running wire rack, that kind of stuff. And then transitioned from there into actual servers and then into IT and then actually running a tech company for 17 years in Silicon Valley. Getting burned out on that. At the time I had this as a hobby, doing the YouTube thing as we were working on the house that we'd bought in California and building up a shop there, and just decided to go and walk away from the tech, go back towards my roots.
Yep. Jack Gallagher says, a number of people are also saying buffering. We are having buffering issues tonight. If you notice that the video feed screen, if the screen freezes, I'll fix it. It's just my wonky USB connection for this camera because it's an old camera. I need a new one. If it's buffering, right now it's telling me that we got high speed. We're getting full speed, so it might be YouTube. But again, we got high winds and stuff. We're just trying to deal with it best we can. Jack Gallagher, at the Den of Tools, just finishing. Is it coalescing? Is that word? From Ryobi, OPE, and DeWalt Power Tools to Makita.
I can't see it from here.
I hate multiple battery lines. Awesome tools, but the impact driver is pretty heavy. Ha ha ha. So go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't, that's a personal thing. Some people hate having multiple power lines or battery tool lines. I think 2 to 3 is actually fairly easy to manage. I've got like 20 because of all the stuff that we test and whatnot, and still manage. I have one dedicated, cart. The top of the cart is dedicated to all my chargers, and we just shuffle everything around. It works, but I get it.
Wings and Pizza says, where are my manners? So sorry. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Bear. It's okay. Happy Mother's Day to you, the mothers in your family. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, is Blue out of his den yet? Is Blue out of his den?
We haven't seen Blue in a while, have we?
He's been busy.
Oh.
Then, yep, we're having issues. We're working on it. Curd says, Starlink will still get rain fade along with high wind issues. Still amazing that it works as well as it does most of the time. I would agree. John is letting us know we're frozen again. Billy says,
I never did mind the cold.
Awesome.
Frozen.
Kill King 110 says, at the Den of Tools, do you have kids sweeping the dust from the RV at least? We do have children. Didiz says, it's frozen, but audio's okay. It's gone black. I think we're back. Internet user says, 2 new kittens in the house, 1 calico and the other orange. Looks like Garfield. So, here's the question of the day. Is the orange one a boy or a girl?
Why is that a question?
Because orange cats are almost always boys. Not always.
No idea.
Yeah. We've had this discussion before, but it's okay. Everyone sees black. They're like, no, we're back. Woot. Instant podcast. Thank you, Ed C. Hannah Wolf says, at the Den of Tools, movie season back in swing. Are you looking forward to Top Gun 2, Doctor Strange, Jurassic World 3, or all?
All of them, although I'm about done with Disney. I'm on my last... I don't know if I'm willing to throw any more money towards Disney. It just... I think I've always had an issue with corporations. It's bad enough with them getting involved with politics.
We're staying out of politics.
No, this isn't about one side or the other. This is about the role of corporation in society. And I get... Yeah. Anyway... It's...
What do you want to bet?
Anyway, I'm about done with Disney. What?
Just making sure we're not having company.
Oh.
Billy says, 80s rock and country is much better than today's music. Do you agree? There's some stuff. I mean, I personally think I like stuff from all the genres.
I'm more into 60s and 70s rock. I do like a lot of stuff from the 80s, and I love country, and I like all the country. I like the old classic country. I even like the whole achy breaky heart kind of country, and a lot of the new country has been fantastic. But it all goes around, and it's really easy to sit there and say a lot of the stuff that's new is terrible and whatnot, but some of it grows on you. Like moss.
I was going to say like mold. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, this is only Mark 1 Fred Hill. I insured my broomsticks, my tools, my wife's model horses. Okay, I have to ask, what are model horses? Like the things that...
They're models of
kids?
horses?
Okay.
Dang, I bumped the damn USB thing.
We're having a day. We know the video's gone. It's going to come back. Steve says, at the Den of Tools, I'm doing my first video review video next week. I'll be happy for 90 views.
Congrats.
That sounds awesome. Insulum says, at the Den of Tools, hello, Bear family. Happy
Howdy.
Mother's Day to Mrs. DeBear. Thank you so much. I super appreciate all of the Mother's Day love. I think Billy is saying he really liked Rush.
I love Rush.
Dr. Falcon says, I'm looking at a house in Florida. Found out right now, insurance companies won't insure you if the roof is over 10 years.
Yep.
Everybody has their own thing. But yes, definitely something to look at when you are looking at homes.
That's a big issue in Montana.
Yeah. Internet user says, insures all items in-house, including tools, broomsticks. My father-in-law is an insurance adjuster. Oh, well, you probably have really good info. Steve says, at the Den of Tools, happy Mother's Day, Mama Bear. Happy Mother's Day. I do not see Daughter of Ra here, but I just want to say happy Mother's Day. You are an excellent mother, and Ricky is super, super lucky to have you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Insulin says, Dr. Falcon, that is interesting. What about those metal roofs that are supposed to last like 40 years?
That's what we're going to put on next on our roof in Montana. Sorry, I had to turn on the truck because we got the whatchamacallit going, the fan going, and I don't want to kill the battery on it, so I'm going to let it run for a minute. And
Yep, it's all that. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, yes, it was a question on the AR broomsticks. I sold mine because I figured the ATF would grab it. Looks like now they overreached and can't do it. Yeah.
The ATF needs to go away.
Yep. And that's all we're gonna say about that. $5.76.
I got a lot more to say about that.
I know. You guys are all shocked that he has more to say.
Who thinks I should start a political channel? Who?
Just calm down.
Angry Bear channel.
Yeah. Barbecue 76 with the $5.76 super chat. Happy Mom's Day, Mrs. DeBear. By the way, the bread was delicious. It looks like I have a bunch to catch up on with subscriber and member stuff. I need to read into it. Awesome. I'm so glad that you got the bread. I assumed that you did. But that being said, I have shipped a number of other things, and the Postal Service is a hot mess sandwich and a bag of chips right now. So if you are looking to receive something, just be kind to whoever it is mailing to you, and be kind to your postal carriers, because it's craziness right now.
Yeah, we have friends here who ordered an e-bike. I think it was being shipped to the Las Vegas area from Phoenix. And it went to Atlanta, Georgia. And then
Just,
hung out there.
Phoenix is like not super far.
Had some drinks.
Met friends.
Took a few days to sleep it off. Then slowly worked its way back across the U.S.
Yeah. So, yeah. Neil F. says, I'm with you, Bear. Don't even got kids and don't like Disney. Yep. Mullins Family Homestead says, amen for the Disney comment. Dollywood for us.
Dollywood.
I'm going backwards.
The wife has been pestering me for years to take her to Dollywood.
Honey, it's Mother's Day.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Maybe we should go to Mother's Day. Maybe we should go to Dollywood.
Today?
Just saying. It's Mother's Day.
If we leave now, we probably can't make it.
Inslim's talking to Dr. Falcon. Hello from your neighbors in the park. Mullins Family Homestead. Super windy. Love the channel. Oh, so you are here in the park.
Really?
Very cool.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go check your channel out. At the Den of Tools, I just picked up a used Grizzly 10x21 metal lathe combo.
Oh, that's
lathe
awesome.
mill combo. Most useful tool I never knew I needed. Aren't those really cool when you get something? Don't even comment about how it takes me a year to open it. We all know. And then you open it and you use it and you're like, this is amazing. And then your husband gives you a whole line about how it took you 9 months to open it. Oh, China's calling us right now. We're unavailable. How to make that. Just in case you wanted to know, that's just as loud for us. And yes, we did whack the camera and we're having issues. Internet user says, you're talking to Dr. Falcon. Dr. Falcon says, I'm unsure about that. I know that have metal.
Hold on. I'm at 19% power. Is that plugged in?
Yes. And the light's on.
Follow it all the way through because we're not getting power.
My thought is you didn't have the car on, so it wasn't charging.
Oh, that might be. Well, I had the.
Welcome to our life.
Yeah, it says I'm at 19%, and it does not say it's charging.
So it might not be.
What do you want to bet that port can't put out enough power for it?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's sitting next to you. So we might be wrapping this up quickly. I'm going to try to breeze through these, and we're having more phone calls. A bunch of people are saying Happy Mother's Day. A number of other people are saying that they're not fans of the ATF. Dr. Falcon Mike Adams says, at the Den of Tools, howdy y'all. I'm running late, but I made it. That's the important part.
That's all that matters.
We are losing video. It's going back and forth, and we're also going to lose power. So we are trying to get through this quickly. Insulin says, at the Den of Tools, my sister had an orange cat once, and he was a boy. Also, fun fact, calico cats are almost always girls. Interesting.
Really?
I didn't know that. Homily665 says, at the Den of Tools, I think I'm about 6 battery lines. I guess 7 with the Ryobi 40-volt trimmer I just got. Nathan P says, at the Den of Tools, why do you always wear unique handbands? Love your show.
That's
Because
a
it
good
makes
question.
it fun and interesting. That's why I wear them. We've got some super chats that
Why
I
not?
totally missed before. And Mullins family, 1776.
Nice choice.
Like it. Hopefully, you can tell by the super chat amount where we stand. Happy Mother's Day. Make the political channel. I would love to join. Thank you so much. Neil F. $5 super chat towards a new camera and charger. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Mullins family, super appreciate the super chat. Thank you. I'm going to try to go back in time and see if I can find myself. Are you laughing at me?
Nope.
Are you laughing at your wife on Mother's Day?
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. There's a hot place for you somewhere. Neil F says,
Outside, that's the hot
I'm
place.
with you, Bear. Don't even have kids. Yeah, you read that one. Internet user at the Den of Tools. Calico is female, as most are. Orange is male, naturally. Surprisingly, the male is more affectionate than the female, though. Interesting.
Not surprisingly.
I had a male cat, and he was like super affectionate.
And I had a female cat, and she was a
Yep.
lovely person.
John Gonzalez says, look to your left. At the Den of Tools, I'm done with Disney. Look to your left.
One moment, please.
One moment, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You were amazing. We have amazing
We
friends
have power.
that brought us power because they are amazing.
His friends are awesome.
Thank you, thank you. John Gonzalez says, at the Den of Tools, I run my Ryobi tools off of my 18 volt red Milwaukee batteries with battery adapters. So you
Yes.
run your Ryobi tools with Milwaukee batteries. Interesting.
Here's the only thing I'm going to say about that.
Don't get that stuck in the
There.
door.
It does allow you to run the tools, but it does not transfer the smart data from the battery to the tool. So you don't get any of the benefit between the tool being able to tell the battery how much juice to put out, that sort of thing. And you lose some of the thermal protection, and you lose some the low battery protection. So you can actually run a battery dry that way. Now I've heard ones, depending on which kind you buy, that say that they've got that fixed. I don't know how they do it, how it would be possible, because you'd have to reverse engineer the computer chip that's in there and know the software programming. I'm just going to say, yes, with those adapters you can make it work, and for certain tools it's probably not going to be an issue. I'm more worried about the batteries. Just be aware of it.
And you also mentioned that also voids their warranty, correct?
Yeah, and it does void your warranty. Not that someone's going to find it and figure out. Although maybe, who knows, with the new computers they put in these things.
Deep South Tech and Vlogs. At the Den of Tools, I'm done with Disney. So a lot of people are feeling...
And I was a huge Disney fan. You know, we took the kids to Disneyland. You know, I love the Pixar and all the stuff that they did and whatnot, so...
Is it Pandotty Bob? I don't think music even exists after the year 2000. I'm sure it has something to do with my own age and the music I grew up with. I totally hear you.
There's been some great country, though.
Yep.
It really has.
Insulin says, talking to the internet user. Mater's Workshop says, at the Den of Tools, Happy Mother's Day, Clarice. I hear you. Really?
It's from fava beans, a nice
Oh
Chianti.
my gosh. Kill King One Ted says, at the Den of Tools, sounds like the camera is 20 years old.
It is,
Perhaps.
It's a Logitech was it 910E? I think it is. It's their corporate edition from about 15 years ago. It's a fantastic camera for a webcam.
Right.
It's about as good as it gets.
Right.
They've come out with lots of new webcams and stuff like this. I've not, as of yet, seen a picture quality that is as good or better. As good, yes. Better, no. More expensive, certainly.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
Yeah.
Halen Wolf says, at the Den of Tools, I agree. I hate that a company takes a stance and then tries to force their views through the movie. I just want to watch an entertaining movie. Really looking for, I think it's saying, like, really looking forward to Top Gun 2.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to that too. Jack Gallagher says, at the Den of Tools, yeah, despite switching to one system, I think I need a 12-volt system as well. I'm going to go right back to 2 lines. Thinking of going Bosch for that cute trim router.
That is pretty cool looking, isn't it? I like the hand grip on that. And there's a lot of great Bosch deals, especially over at Lowe's. Keep an eye at Lowe's because they do a lot of BOGO things where they sell you the tool and you get the battery and the charger for free. So you're really buying a kit at the price of the battery. Then if you can get a factory rebate, stack on top of that, get a sale price, stack those savings.
Mater's Workshop says, welcome to the Tool Bear family.
Welcome.
You joined.
To the Den of Tools. Mater!
Ha ha ha. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mater, what do you think? I'm trying to convince the wife. I've decided I'm looking at Can-Ams. That's where I'm at.
And I'm looking at my husband.
I sat on one the other day. She'll look good on the back of it. Right?
In other news,
We got other friends who ride. We can go ride with them. We can get you your own.
do we really think that is a good life choice? Me on a motorcycle?
No. It's not a motorcycle. It's got 3 wheels. It's a 3-wheeler.
Okay.
It's a trike.
No.
Not the same thing.
No. What I need the opposite of that. That is like the antithesis of what I need like the biggest, most like protected vehicle ever created, like a big truck,
Like a
or
Dodge Ram
tank,
3500.
or a tank, or
What did we see the other day? We saw a
semi
truck
that
the
is
other
a
day,
tank.
and you were like, "Oh my gosh!"
basically if it's big, I want to drive it.
Oh, Duncan and I ran into one in town on a side road. It's all red. It's a semi with the trailer, and it's been converted into an RV, and on the side it says private RV, so they don't try to weigh
Is
in
that
and
what
stuff.
you really got me for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
That is so nice. I really appreciate it.
It's not a half bad idea.
Dr. Falcon said, oh no, internet user, partial to Pandora's country music channel and the 70s light rock channel. Awesome. Dr. Falcon says, I don't listen to much music stations anymore. I usually listen to rural radio or shortwave now. That's cool.
I listen to audiobooks mostly, so.
Nick Hoffman says, at the Den of Tools, I just got tickets to Sabaton in Minneapolis in October.
Sabaton?
I feel like perhaps that's a typo, but I don't know. I'm like the last person on earth to know. So October 13th in Minneapolis. Maybe we can Google it. Halen Wolf says, at the Den of Tools, also want to see the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Interesting. Miguel says, at the Den of Tools, I think Harbor Freight needs to have an carpet extractor, to compete with the Bissell, maybe in the Bauer line. Do you mean?
Oh, that would be cool.
Like a carpet cleaner?
Like the spot cleaner thing, or the. Anyway, let me fix this.
Yes, we're having issues.
I keep bumping the dang cable, and the cable clearly has an internal fray in it or something.
Matt says, at the Den of Tools, you have any recommendations for a mini plier set? I need a quality set, and a happy Mother's Day to Mrs. DeBear. Thank you so much.
The only mini pliers I have are by Kniepex, and I love them. That's all I can really say. I did see an awesome set of Ford pliers. They're pretty small, but they were really, really old, and they weren't expensive, but you can't really buy them. So, Kniepex.
Ed C. says, 1990, the day the music died. Fred Hill.
Who died in 1990?
I don't know. I'm like the last person on earth to like get any of those references ever. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, I like one battery, Bauer. I'm so sick of Disney and their wokeness. Going to Disneyland and Disney World, every time you turn around, they're raising prices on everything. I've been like twice as an adult, and it was ridiculous.
Twice.
Okay. I should not have had like 14 glasses of water. I will be right back.
Really? You're going to ditch me?
You're
gonna
totally
ditch me?
capable.
Hold on. Where are we at?
You are right after Barbecue 76 Super Chat. We are in Deep South Tech and Blogs. And I really apologize, people. But water's really good for you.
All right. Put your phone down. I got this.
Hopefully we don't blow away.
Okay, now that she's gone, we got to talk about the next big project that I'm pushing for. So we've always talked about buying land in Montana and like building a house and being out away from everything. So I want to kind of take that and put a twist on it, because we've been sitting here meeting all these great people through the RV life and stuff. So here's what we want to do. We want to buy land like near Paradise Valley or in that kind of area, somewhere in the area around Livingston, which is where we live now. Buy land and put an RV park on it. And then all our friends can come and stay. And we'll do that like late spring through, like mid-spring through mid-fall. And we'll be closed the rest of the year. Then we'll come down here and we'll travel and stuff and meet all sorts of people. And, you know, keep doing the channel and stuff, of course. And then spend the summers in Montana at the RV park. We can have all our friends then who we met all throughout the year come up, say hi, and hang out and stuff. Anyway, that's my pitch now. So when she gets back, somebody suggested, just like it's a random idea. All right, let me get to the questions. Oh my gosh, I hit the freaking thing again. This is, boy, we're professionals here at this. Problem is, we normally do this with a desk and stuff, so the little wire thing isn't an issue. All right. 80s music is the best, if you say so. I mean, I like 80s music, don't get me wrong. Maybe the ETF should go away. After all, they made Beavis and Butthead honorary members. Of course they did. ATF should be a convenience store, no doubt. Potty Bob says, I'd watch Political Channel from Jeff, but I hope it doesn't have a negative impact on this channel. That is one of the concerns. You know how the people who host these things are. Red the Angry Bear has a nice ring to it. Halen Wolf says, you can start a new political bear channel and start with a black bear eating a random politician. I'm in. Ooh, that sounds... We could get Blue. We'll have Blue do the political channel. How about that? Blue. Polar bears eat people all the time. Fred Hill says, for Colorado, they have doubled insurance for roofs due to hail and the mountains due to wildfires. That's pretty much it. In fact, we have to, if we want to continue our insurance on the house in Montana, we have, because we only got it because we were grandfathered in, but we've got the old interlocking shingles, which they sold you saying they're better for high wind. Turns out they're actually worse. So they told us that we've got like 2 years or something like that before they're going to drop us, because we have those shingles, and we need a new roof anyway. So, got your hands on the Ryobi track saw yet? No, not yet. In fact, I'm a little hamstrung in testing here right now, because things were going great and we're doing okay, but I recently got a finger shaken at me by the park authorities for having too many tools out, and you're not able to fix things and work on things here. I'm like, you don't know, I'm not really doing much. And I got a welder I need to test. They're gonna love it when I spark that thing up. If you come all the way out to Dollywood, hope I can meet up with you. Humbly, you know it's gonna happen. We're gonna have to do a huge meetup out in Pigeon Forge. What?
I was waiting for a break in the wind.
Oh my gosh.
Thought I was gonna marry Poppins away.
Internet user says Pigeon Forge is awesome. Married Mrs. Internet user there many moons ago. That is so cool. We could get remarried to Pigeon Forge.
That would be awesome.
Do you think Dolly would marry us?
I think that would be awesome.
Nick Hoffman, if everyone wants an idea on how much repairing a log home costs, most specialist companies, my boss included, work exclusively with cedar. Whew! It's nice wood. Don't get me wrong, I love cedar. Deep South Tech says, I lived in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for years and never went to Dollywood. Wish I had. I love Pigeon Forge. I also love Gatlinburg. I have a thing for tourist traps. I love them. I think they're kitschy and cool and all sorts of fun.
Did you read Mater's Super Chat?
I did not. I thought you read all the super chats.
Well, it happened while I was gone.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I read it silently to myself. Mater's Workshop, $5 Super Chat. You would look better on a Harley trike. A steam locomotive would then be the best vehicle for Clarice to drive and stay safe. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I like the idea of the Harley trikes. They're just a lot of money, and I mean they look good, but I like the feeling of having the two wheels in the front rather than in the back. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Fred Hill, shut up, Moto.
I'm trying to figure out where you are. Okay.
Married Man Woodworking says, if you start a political channel, I would subscribe. If you run for political office, please live stream the debates. Oh, that would be
great.
Fun. I am thinking about it. I'm about up to here with a lot of the stuff. And for people who are worried, I'm not like a far right or a far left. That was left. I'm a radical extreme centrist.
We're not talking politics.
And I'm angry.
Yeah. Owen Cheap Stuff says, hello all.
Kill King corrected me. It's not AFT or ATF. It's AFT. I forgot. Are you reading or am I reading?
I was reading because I was back, but you can continue reading. I'll just sit here and
go on. We're at Mike Adams. Remember you mentioning something about solar generators.
Something about solar generators last weekend, but I didn't catch it all. Are they worth the investment, and are they affordable on a tight budget?
They are not affordable on a tight budget. There is no cheap version. You're basically going to pay double for a solar generator for the amount of power you can get from a gas generator. The reason you go solar is you want to go completely off grid with no strings tying you back. If you're in one of these rigs and you go off into BLM land and you use power and you're on a gas generator, you can only stay there till your gas runs out. If you manage stuff correctly, you got solar, as long as you got sunlight, you got power. So it's a self-renewing energy source. I love using them. I never realized how much we would use one. There is literally one in the bed of my truck right now that I would just leave there that we use for all sorts of stuff. I got a bigger power one that's like 2300 watts, 2350 I think, and you can plug my entire rig right into it. Now I don't know if we'll have to test it, see if it'll run the AC. I'm not sure if it will run the AC. That'll be an interesting test. But maybe we can do that next week or this week. I think they're fantastic. You have to have a specific use for them, and you have to have a certain setup to justify them. But for most people who are just looking for emergency backup power kind of stuff, I think gas generators are the way to go. We have both, so.
Pandotty Bob says the political channel might have to go on another platform. I could see.
I was wondering about that too.
Somebody punishing you for expressing your beliefs. Yep.
Yeah.
Steve says, at the Den of Tools, as a black man who grew up in the inner city of Miami, Florida, I'd hate to imagine everyone carrying ARs, but let's give everyone ARs and see how it goes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've lived in the inner city of Oakland, all right, with the gang, like on like the worst street possible in Oakland, and honestly, I almost wish that more people open carried and had guns and stuff like that.
How did we get?
He just brought it up.
Okay. Just saying.
I find that people who own and carry, they build a certain level of respect. I think there's a lot that we need to do to go around that rather than just throwing guns at people, but building up a culture to support this and building up, because a man with this is going towards the political channel at this point.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
We hear what you said. I think it's an interesting conversation, and thank you for sharing. Michael Clark says, at the Den of Tools, I have spent all my work life in printing since I was 16 in 2004. I've been thinking of making a career change into electrical. Good choice? Question mark. If so, high or low voltage, and why?
Boy, that's a good question. It's funny because I did up all the way through, like starting in 7th grade and all the way through high school, I was in printing arts, starting with movable type to offset lithography, running dark rooms, the whole 9 yards, doing some flexography kind of stuff. I honestly thought that there was a good chance I was going to go into printing, and my life went a different way. But the problem with printing is it's really dependent on the area, and because it's a whole, there has to be a whole industry behind it to support those kind of jobs and to get the kind of money out of it that you might need to make. Electrical and low voltage is going to give you more independence because there's always jobs doing that. I would say electrical is probably going to be the easiest way to make money, as far as just getting a job and doing it and stuff. Low voltage is I think probably better if you're wanting to run it as your own business and go out there and shop out jobs and stuff like that, inspect things and do bids and whatnot. That's the way I was going when I was in the low voltage. We were starting to pitch jobs and do some stuff. Me and a buddy of mine were going to go and do our own business and stuff. And we really looked at it. But then again, life takes turns.
Yep. Heidi Serrano says, I agree about Disney. I used to work there, and they had a self-governing process that allows them to scoot around certain regulations. Governor DeSantis is trying to shut that down. John says cats have no feelings.
None. They will eat you when you die.
They have feelings. They're, yep. Internet user says, have to run, time for dinner, and guess who is cooking? Internet user, I hope it's you for your wife. Just saying.
Better not be me.
Yeah, because it's not going to happen. Mark D says, good evening, guys. Good evening. Deep South Tech and Vlogs is talking to Heidi. Internet user says, I'll be watching though. Yay. Steve says, running a off-brand smart battery sounds dangerous with high power tools. Well,
it's not really dangerous running it with the tool usually. The charging is where it becomes kind of sketchy.
Inslim is said that they must have missed something. What happened that made everyone not like Disney anymore? Just Google it. There's such a long thing. John Gonzalez says,
Google Disney in Florida. You'll get the whole picture. At
the Den of Tools, I've modified the adapters to shut off a certain voltage so I don't drain the battery too much.
Oh, that's cool.
Mark G says, rock and roll rocks. Okay. Neil F says, at the Den of Tools, also be careful charging non-OEM batteries on OEM chargers. We talked about that.
Just mention it.
Kurt says, the power tools batteries are pretty much all have BMS, so they won't over discharge or go over temp. But you do have to be concerned about whether the tool will try to pull too many amps from the battery. Steve says, I'm broke and have been getting Harbor Freight Bauer cordless tools lately. You know, I think we've talked about this a bajillion times. You got to find the right tool for the right job and your budget.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of people. Anyways, we've had lots of videos. Everybody knows what I'm saying. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, I want to get rid of Disney Vacation Club and buy a timeshare in Key West. Interesting.
We should do a whole discussion on timeshares because I'm down on timeshares. Every time I look at the whole process, by the time you end up paying all the monthly the fees and everything like that, because as thrifty as we are and finding deals and stuff like that, I can usually find an entire vacation for the same price as I would pay for the yearly fees for a timeshare. Anyway.
One moment, please.
I'm also not a big fan of going to the same place every single year.
Kill King 110 says, at the Den of Tools, that's asking for trouble. Yes. Just so you guys know, when you guys put words and numbers together, my brain has like a mini seizure when I'm trying to read it. So that's why every single time I'm about to read it, I take a breath and then it takes me a second. Didiz says, at the Den of Tools, did you hear about Justin Dow hanging up the wrenches and possibly working at Harbor Freight?
Did you hear that he's picked the wrenches back up?
Yeah.
He, as I said, he came out of retirement faster than Tom Brady.
And
I just don't think there's that much work out there, and
yeah.
and I think he realized the hours that you don't get to choose your hours and stuff when working retail, and they just work you all sorts of hours. And he's got a family and kids.
Yeah.
He's got at least kids that he's got to take care of and stuff. So.
Inslim says, at the Den of Tools, when the missus said she needed the biggest truck or a tank, I'm thinking the M1 Abrams. They're nice. I'm just saying, they're nice. Mark D says, motorcycles are a death trap. Everyone has an opinion. Yep.
That's why I'm looking at trikes, because they're not motorcycles.
I was just thinking about, like, what are the statistics on, like, car accidents? Anyways, but you're right. Yes, people on motorcycles have accidents. They die sometimes. Steve says, do the extended warranty plans make sense for cordless tools? You got to work out if an extended warranty plan works on anything.
You know, it's always a question when it comes to tools or anything you buy that has an extended warranty plan. Because, again, you are basically betting. You're paying this money because you're betting that this thing's going to fail in the time plan of that extended warranty. Yeah. Or that if it does fail, you can't afford to just replace it. So, you need to do the math and figure out whether that's the right choice for you. I rarely buy extended warranties unless I know I'm going to use the tool in such a way that could cause failure. In fact, I was just, there is an auto detailing shop in town, and I was chatting with them, and they had they had the Bauer polisher, and they loved it. Used it every day, all day long for 9 months, and they finally killed it. It was he said the way he grabbed it, he had two hands on it. So he had one hand on the head, one hand back here, and then the heel of his hand would constantly press against the power level switch, the dial there. And eventually it killed the switch and the tool died. And so his boss bought him some cheapo one off of Amazon, the Avid Power version. And he hates it, absolutely hates it. And so I had a chat with his boss, and I'm like, if you bought this thing, it's like a $60 tool, but you could buy a 2-year extended warranty for like $10 on that tool. When you do that, you can replace it once a year for a totally different tool, because it's not a warranty, it's a replacement plan. So as a small business owner where you're going to thrash these tools, I see this a lot of time from independent tire shops and mechanics. Mm-hmm. They go and they buy the Harbor Freight, the floor jacks. They get the extended warranty, and every year, I've watched them do it. They come in with a cart with like 10 floor jacks on it. They're like, I've got the extended warranty, I want to swap them out and get new ones. And they don't blink an eye. They're like, here you go. Give them new ones. They're done. It's a great way. It's a great service for small businesses to be able to do that. Anyway.
Grinning Guy says, motorcycles are awesome. Greg Crocker says, at the Den of Tools, you should get a Polaris slingshot. Those things scared the crap out of me. No, thank you.
Too low for me to get in and out of.
Well, here's my issue with them. As a person who's driving a vehicle on the road, my fear, because there's a ton of them in this area, they're so low, it's really hard to see them.
I can't see them when they're next to me.
Yeah. So I don't think they're safe.
I think I ran over 3 of them yesterday.
Jeffrey?
Might have been a speed bump. Who knows? Seriously, because we're in the Lake Mead National Recreational Area. It's a national park, essentially. And beautiful scenic drives around here. And you'll see the people, they'll rent the slingshots in town and drive around here, and they'll do the whole meandering thing around the desert and stuff. And so we'll see like 10 of them at a time going through the park.
Yeah. Or you could see one of them and 10 of them are going through the park. Ed C says, at the Den of Tools, I want a Can-Am so bad. Go for it. We only live once. 1990, the day the music died. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Kill King 110. At the Den of Tools, the price of diesel is so bad, it's best to wait until it gets better.
$5.45 in town right now. Gas is $4.99. It's ridiculous. It's worse in California. Some of our friends are going to California and stuff. You know, everyone here, I'm looking around, diesel, 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 diesel. Everything's here diesel, except for a few of the Class A's, which are gas. Yeah. Everything's diesel, and that's all we hear around the park is, oh, the price of gas. We want to drive to Virginia, but the price of gas. Oh, yeah, it's so bad.
Yep. We had one family who has a big tank that they just were planning to fill up.
Yep.
Before they left. Steve at the Den of Tools. Love Audible and listen to books all the time.
Yep.
Rich Jennings says, at the Den of Tools, NASCAR radio. How is direct tool outlet? NASCAR radio. Guessing you listen to NASCAR radio?
Oh, that's what he listens to and drives. Direct tools outlet is awesome. I've only been to one, and I just lost video. I've only been to one, and that was the one in Branson, Missouri. And oh my gosh, that place was so amazing. If you've got one near you, you've got to go to it. It is so cool. Especially if you're in any of those lines. But they got lots of corded tools also. They even have vacuum cleaners. Great Mother's Day gifts. She actually likes it when I buy her vacuum. So
that's why I'm looking. I'm like, why do you look scared? Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, what I've heard, the Can-Ams are great.
Yeah.
John is talking to Rich. Deep South, Tech and Vlogs, talking to Ed. John says, at the Den of Tools, so buying a tank sounds like a yes. We heard that. That's right.
I don't think we need a tank. APC. Tracked APC? Yeah. Maybe a Bradley.
You see how he's trying to keep me down? Keep me from my dreams?
Maybe a Bradley.
Yeah.
The Israeli version of the Bradley, not the American version.
Kyle Davis says, at the Den of Tools, if you had to pick one battery line of tools, what would you suggest for homestead use? I think you need to define that. Like, are we off-grid? Do we have, like, what's...
I don't think you can do one line of battery tools because I don't think the 18 to 24 volt spectrum is good enough for outdoor power equipment when you're dealing with homesteading kind of situation. I think you need to go 40 to 80 volt for that kind of stuff, because if you're talking about felling large trees, if you're talking about large brush and stuff like that, high grass, you're going to need 40 to 80 volts to get through that. So one line isn't going to be satisfactory for that. And you're going to need a lot of different tools. So, you know, I think you probably could get by with something like Ryobi. The Bauer is a great line, but if you want to spend more money, the Cobalt stuff is fantastic. I mean, you can buy DeWalt and Makita and what do you call it, Milwaukee if you want. I mean, when you say homesteading, I don't know, are you going to have tractors? Do you have a C9 before, Caterpillar you're using on it?
We need you to clarify a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Wings and Pizza says, chomp the like button. Thank you so much for reminding folks to do that. And it's top of the hour.
I was just going to say top of the hour, which means it's time for you. Yes, you. To chomp the old like button. Also, time if you are a moderator, and that's anybody with the cobalt blue wrench behind their name, if you got a channel, put a link to your channel down below, and you know, is married woodworker in here still? I don't see him. Hey, Linda. Linda's in here.
I totally thought he was looking in the rearview mirror. I'm like, what is he? The side mirror. I'm like, what is he looking at? Sorry.
I got glare over here, so I'm going to turn my head kind of weird to see this thing. Anyway, put a link to your channel, because a lot of our moderators have channels. They're creators in their own right. And, you know, we love to support the community. We were a small channel, you know, ourselves. You know, when we started almost 7 years ago. I think it'll be 7 years ago this August. And,
that's crazy.
You know, we were a tiny channel struggling for a view here, a view there, on the street, hat in hand. Brother, can you spare a view? And it's, you know, it's a lot of work. People don't understand how much work it is into making videos, especially videos that people actually want to watch. And so go over and give them some love. Check it out. Give them a thumbs up. Maybe watch a video. Leave them a comment. You know, all the YouTube stuff that helps. Also want to say a huge shout out, huge thank you to everyone who has supported the channel today and in the past with the super chats. You all are fantastic. Thank you so much. Especially the ones thanking Mama Bear for being such a great Mama Bear. And, also a huge thank you to the members. All of you are fantastic. That's everyone with the bear behind their name there. That's part of the whole YouTube membership thing. There's a link down in the video description, probably, I think. Anyway, just want to say thank you for you all supporting us each and every month by being a member. And who else do we got? We got to thank our hosts for the blessed be the Starlink that allows us to do the connection and the power because we can actually keep going now because we got power. And who else do we have to thank?
Just everybody.
Nana for being in town.
Yep.
And all the mamas out there for raising great children.
And it's hard.
My three amazing children. Thank you so much.
It's hard. It's hard to be a mama. So thank you to all the mamas.
Yep. And to everyone else. Anyway, thank you to all of you for joining us on Mother's Day. We really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of other choices you could make for flying on Mother's Day, and we appreciate you choosing us. So anyway, back to the show. Where were we?
Mark D says Johnny Depp. I'm guessing you are supporting Johnny Depp.
Team Johnny Depp?
Yep.
I don't know anybody could be supporting that other crazy lunatic.
We're staying away from it, but if you know, you know, and if you don't, Google it.
But if you like watching train wrecks.
Okay. John Gonzalez is talking to Rich. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, I die without my music. That is why the Bauer radio and Wi-Fi is great.
I will say this, the Bauer radio has some of the best Bluetooth range on any of the small, cheap radios that I've seen. That thing is ridiculous.
Rich Jennings says, great. Okay. Hendrick Motorsports fan.
Oh, yeah.
Inslam's talking to Mater. Ed says, at the Den of Tools, RV park, great idea. My uncle owns one in Ticonderoga. Okay, I totally had this all in my brain before I tried to say it out with my mouth. Ticonderoga, New York. I think I said that right.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways.
See, they think we should get an RV park too. That just
This
came out
is
of
what
nowhere.
happens
That just
when
came
I
out of
have
nowhere.
to go
I didn't suggest it.
to the restroom and all
what
this
you're talking
craziness happens. I see what's going on. David says, happy Mother's Day. When is gonna stop raising prices? When? I don't know what that means.
Stop and go.
When is it going to stop raising prices?
I have no idea. I mean, we've let it go so far. We're in a pickle here because if you raise, I think the only thing is, I think we're set for a recession, a pretty nasty one. I don't think it's going to be as bad as 2006, but I think it's going to be bad. And they're going to start raising interest rates, which means that when the housing market crashes and the interest rates are up, you won't be able to buy a house because you won't be able to afford the interest. But all the corporations will. So guess who's going to buy all those houses?
Inslam says, how do you know when you should get a new roof? Any roofing company is going to try to sell you one, even if you don't need one. Well, I think the first thing is not to just rely on a roofing company. You have to do a little bit of...
Do some research yourself. I mean, you should be able to look at depending on the type of roof that you have, you should be able to gauge based on its construction, its condition, the type of weather condition you're in. Like if you're in the Southwest and you got an asphalt shingle roof, I mean, look at the manufacturer and how many years it's supposed to last. It's probably going to be less than that since you're baking it in the sun every day.
Yeah.
You can also go up there. You can lift up shingles, look underneath them, see what it looks like on the backside. Look inside your attic, see if you're starting to see any kind of weather conditions getting through, stuff like that. The other thing is you can do is thermal. Do some thermal. In fact, a company just sent me a thermal imaging camera. Oh, so much fun. We're going to have with that thing. So that's another thing you can do to look at your roof and see where you're getting heat leaks or cold leaks, that kind of stuff.
A drone?
Drones are awesome, especially for those of you who in the Southwest again, or even in the South who have like the Mexican tiles type roofs. I've got a Phantom 4 Advanced, and for some friends, I've flown low over their house and done a full mapping of the top of the house, and you can see exactly where you've got broken tiles, where you've got tiles that have moved out of alignment and stuff because of wind and whatnot. And I had a friend who thought, oh, I'm perfectly fine. And we found like 10 spots where there's gaps in his tile that are bad enough that water's probably getting in.
Mm-hmm. Scott said, at the Den of Tools, start a Rumble political channel.
I might do that.
Kill King 110 says, at the Den of Tools, Mama Bear, you have chat's full permission to give Papa Bear a smack upside the head. What did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do nothing.
So basically, that's
You can't
guaranteed
prove it.
that he just did something. Just going to remind you, recording.
Pics or it didn't happen?
You mean video?
Shh. I mean pics.
Barbecue 76 says, member for 30 months.
Woohoo!
Awesome! JB says, at the Den of Tools, are there any good RV parks near you in Montana? If not, ever think of opening an RV park in Montana?
See? They're suggesting it out of the blue.
Yeah, we've been married for a minute or two. I know what he's doing. Mark D says, no tools at trailer parks. So sorry. To go back to what you said, I don't think that there are a ton of them near us. And yes, having...
There are some state-run ones. And the state-run, this is what I take an issue with, is they're mostly... they have a few reservations, but they're mostly first come, first serve. But they're all packed. So I'm going to drive my 30-something rig X amount of hours to go to this RV park and hope that there's a place? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just seems weird.
Somebody else is recommending that you should buy a large plot of land and do an RV park.
That's a brilliant idea.
It's amazing that they're all having this idea at the same time.
Well, we were talking about RVs, and we've talked in the past about buying land in Montana. They're just putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5.
Mm-hmm. They're picking up what you're laying down. I got
Something
it.
like that.
Owen's Jeep Seth says, GZ Barbecue 76. Don't know what that means. Jay says, what's up, Jeff and Jesse?
Hey!
Happy Mother's Day, Mama Bear. At the Den of Tools. I am having a way too big piece of ice right now, apparently. Mark D, we try to keep it not political, but everybody is free to have their own choice.
What did you say?
You said I'm pro-choice. So, that's what's great about America. Everybody gets to be what they want to be.
I am too. 9mm or 45. It's up to you.
James says, big fan of the channel, recent subscriber. Just got into Ryobi and Heart Tools. I am also a Power Station fan.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Hart come out with a like power station you can plug in like 4 or 6 batteries. That'd be pretty cool.
Linda says, at the Den of Tools, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
RJ says, happy Mother's Day.
Mutters.
I got it. Fred Savage. Oh my gosh, my brain. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, looking at buying a Savage 6.5 rifle with a scope for around $400. My brain.
I have one. I got the Savage Access 2 with scope, Black Friday special. I think it was like $280 or something. Something like that. And thing's a friggin' laser. Love it.
Gran Turismo fan says, what up, Den of Tools? Shannon says, love the Shine shops. I think you mean like the Den of Tools.
Shirts?
Maybe
Shine
the
shirts?
shirts? Maybe. Oh, I'm not wearing one today. But yes, we love them too. James says, I have a Delta Pro and I love it. Landon says, a pavement snowmobile. I want one. Barbecue 76 says, the Can-Am is much more stable than trikes. Reliant Robin, for example.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought
Why
of.
can I not speak English right now? Dr. Falcon says, heck with the channel, go with a radio station.
Well, as I say, I've got a face for radio and a voice for print.
I love your face. Fringe says, gun is a tool just like anything else. That is correct.
Yep.
Mark T says, I hope you're kidding. Get rid of guns. Well, everybody's entitled to
Good luck with
their
that.
own opinions. Neil F says, at the Den of Tools, I gotta go, but thanks again. You are so welcome, and congratulations again about posting content. Super, super awesome.
Yep.
Gary says, just bought the new Bauer hedge clipper cordless with very happy with the power and cutting. That's awesome. Ed C says, at the Den of Tools, ha, inner city in Miami sounds like a vacation for me, and Oakland, LOL, I'm from NYC during the 70s. Okay. Barbecue 76 says, at the Den of Tools, look up Guntown, USA safety record. Okay. Snowman says, if you cannot work on your stuff in that RV park, then buy your own RV park and you and your friends can work on your stuff. That is true.
See, there you go.
Mark D says, I live in the woods to get away from crazy society. Jennifer Whitewolf says, hi everyone. Hey Jennifer Whitewolf, I hope that you are having a super awesome Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Shannon says, what do you think about the first CNC printers? I don't know what that means.
I've CNC desktop machines. I've played with several of them. I had the X-Carve from was it Inventables, I think it was. Anyway, and I've seen the Shape Oko and a bunch of the other ones. I think they all seem pretty cool.
The Den of Tools, Nick Hoffman says, what is the Den of Tools' opinion? Metabo HPT is underrated and in general underpriced. Great hammer drill and impact best grinder sub 100 in my opinion.
Oh, we did our best value drill a few years ago. The winner was the Metabo. Well, then it was the Hitachi. A lot of people don't realize they come with a lifetime warranty. Now it's the lifetime of the product. As long as they still make that product, it's still under warranty. If they make that product for 20 years, it's under warranty for 20 years. In fact, my friends who were stealing the internet signal from, he's completely in the Metabo HPT line. I actually gave him, he already had the drill, but I had extra batteries. So it's just, we bought it for testing and stuff. So I gave that to them. They have it for that's their whole setup. Like I use the Heart for our setup. They use Metabo HPT. Man, the sale prices you can get at Lowe's are ridiculous on them. Hitachi is a incredibly well-established company. They got by Metabo, and that's what HPT means, Hitachi Power Tools by Metabo. That's what the HPT means. They're fantastic tools and totally underrated for what they provide. The only thing I would say that's negative about them is they're not as compact as I would like, which is not a huge thing because they're fine. The batteries, and I'm probably just extrapolating here. I wish the batteries had more impact resistance built into them. They just kind of have that plastic shell on them. They'll probably update them here soon, but I think they're fantastic tools.
Sorry about the repeated chapstick in today's live stream. It is so dry right now.
Dry, dusty, nasty.
Yeah. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, there is a TV show called Live Below Zero. One lady was attacked by a brown bear, and it took over 10 days to find her. She almost died. The bear had her by the hair in its mouth. Unreal. Wow. Ed C says, wow, there were some remains that were found at Lake Mead. That is true.
2.
I'm kind of trying to read these a little bit cryptically because we do have some younger audience members. So, yes. 3. Oh,
No, 2.
well, there were 3 finds,
you and
2
that
that
bear
actually had
lady.
remains. It is Mother's Day. I'm going to light you on fire. Jay says, hey, Bear, could you do a tool history of Hilti?
Yes, I should do that. I've been thinking of I'm like, I need to do need to get back into doing the history stuff. So if you want to, email me, red@denoftools.com. And if you got ideas for videos and stuff, specifically history videos, good, bad, ugly videos, I need to do more of those. We've gotten away from them. I need to get back into doing that kind of stuff. So, by the way, Sears Death Watch, I believe we're at 23 stores.
Alrighty then.
Eddie Lazard. What a
Uh,
guy.
Slow Solo 2. Just looked for you on Rumble. Instead of a trike, investigate leaning sidecars. We are not on Rumble. Correct?
No.
Barbecue 76 says, at the Den of Tools. That's how feelings. You ever accidentally stepped on one's tail? Not sure what creature we're talking about. Jennifer White Wolf says, just arrived. Where's the bear family this evening?
Jennifer!
They are with Nana. I think that they are actually swimming like little fishies.
We are at Lake Mead in our truck, hiding from the wind, stealing our neighbor's internet and power. Okay, they gave it to us, but still.
We sound really on top of it.
We're professionals. The little ones are all hanging out with Nana. I think they're swimming. Indoor swimming pool because the dust storm right now is crazy.
Yeah, like the lake is gone.
In fact, hold on. I'll try not to lose the feed. Why don't you grab the camera and turn around and show them the lake?
Okay, this seems terrible.
She's trying not to make anyone nauseous. Okay.
I can't see what we're
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Point down just a little bit.
Like that.
There's a giant lake right there. Just so you know. And mountains.
Hey, babe.
Yep.
I'm going to do this terribly.
We're all good. See? Look at that. Look at that, like a professional.
Except it's off now.
Because I bumped the cable thinking I was going to have to reach up and do it.
Mark D says, Disney is the devil. Barbecue 76 says, at the Den of Tools, stupid talk to text. Should have said, cats have feelings.
Step on their tail, find out.
Yeah.
Nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, here equals head. Oh, the bear had the person by the head. Yes. And I was translating that into hair.
Oh.
Dr. Falcon says, my cat still looks for my wife at night and even sleeps in her chair. Well, she misses her.
Yeah.
We all do. I'm sorry. Linda says, timeshares, bad idea.
See?
Big Dog Country Music says, at the Den of Tools, take my guns, be prepared to take your... Yep. Mark D says, timeshares never make sense.
The only one I've ever seen that does make sense is the ones like, and I've seen this with yachts, sailboat. There's a company called Moorings that rents out sailboats in like the Caribbean and the Mediterranean and other places. And what they do is they want to sell you a boat, and then you can come use the boat anytime you want. And then when you're not using the boat, they rent it out to other people. So it's kind of like a timeshare, but it actually ends up making you money.
Which is better. Jennifer White Wolf says, timeshares will bleed members. They are the bloodletting of finance.
Yep.
TJ Miller, maybe? My parents had a timeshare for camping, and they had a heck of a time getting rid of it. That's kind of everyone's story. Linda says, nope, I rode for years. Timeshares are, it's not a share. It's just take your money. That's right. Kill King 110 says, at the Den of Tools, you'd want the Abrams September 3rd, which is the latest version of the tank. Oh. Is that Sep
Do they
3?
do dealer financing on those?
Abrams Sep 3? I should just drive it around just, to make sure. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, I totally agree, but we've already spent the money. Yeah. Landon says, at the Den of Tools, you guys should open an RV park so we can all hang out and laugh at the tools.
See? We have a consensus from the quorum. I think somebody get motion carries. It's a done deal. We gotta make it happen.
Did you tell them where to send the checks for said land?
You have to pay for this?
You could go in and smile.
I thought you were going to use your good looks.
Yeah.
No?
We can try. We'll see what happens. Rich Jennings says, at the Den of Tools, NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. How is Direct Tools Outlet? I think we were just behind.
Yep.
Mark D says, I never buy extended warranties. Yep, everybody has to decide for themselves. Ryan Smith, the Bauer grinder is great. Been beating the piss out of it. No issues.
Good.
Yep. Dennis.
Is that the regular one or the brushless one? Go on.
Dennis says, have you thought of building your own trailer park?
That's a great idea.
How much is he paying you people? I'm just asking for a friend. Jurors Nate says, extend your money, out your pocket, warranties or robbery. Everybody has to decide. John's talking to somebody else. Ryan is agreeing, they never buy extended warranties. Nathan says, at the Den of Tools, does Miss Bear or the Cubs do any repairs? Yes, we do. It just says, bump, bump. What was that? Ha, ha, ha. Ryan Smith says, I drive 1,000 miles a week for work, and my area is absolutely packed, also with deer and bear and coyotes, but knock on wood, I haven't hit one yet. I do not have any wood. I'm knocking on my noggin for you.
I hope you got a nice front bumper, because I've hit a few deer. And having a large front bumper is, I think, a very important investment.
Yeah. And this says, diesel isn't ever going down, not since the year that made it more expensive than gas.
Yeah, how did that happen? All growing up, diesel was always cheaper than gas. So it's easy, isn't it easier to process? I think it's just because more people are, all the truckers are using diesel and they know that they have to use it, so they just charge more money.
Jay says, California here, it's $6. Gas is $6. Ryan says, I can't imagine companies' fuel bills right now. Here it's $4.15 for unleaded and diesel is $5.70. It's bananas. Gas is $4 here. Linda says, Futano 2, I paid $4.17 for premium this morning. Greg says, at the Den of Tools, got gas today in Omaha, $3.79. Oh, wow, that's pretty amazing. John says, $4.28 here in New Jersey.
Well, that's our problem down here is we've got this truck taking diesel, which is in a big tank, stupid expensive. And then our other vehicle is the BMW, which only takes premium.
Right. Barbecue 76 says, at the Den of Tools, the expression on your faces when the video freezes is often funny. Maybe we should make that part of the show. Logan says, happy Mother's Day, y'all. Thank you so much. Dr. Falcon says, friend of mine paid $6.29 a gallon in California yesterday. Oof. It's crazy. Costco, it's $4.20 in Jersey. I see that somebody did a super chat. I'm trying to find it. I think
you missed a couple of them, haven't you?
Hiram Bifton says, $2 super chat. Time is so precious. Don't be like me and waste it. That is really great advice. Yeah. Every moment is precious, and we ultimately don't know when it will be our last. So make sure that you tell those that you love them, and really spend time with them when you're with them. Lee C. with a $1.99 super chat. Happy Mother's Day. What track saw do you recommend?
Depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're looking for a budget one, I know the Win makes a deep cut saw. Although I would recommend getting the tracks from Makita. The Makita makes a fantastic track saw. Probably the best high-end bang for the buck. I have not had a chance to try the Ryobi one. I don't know how good. It just came out. It just launched. I've heard good things about it, but that's all I can really say. If you're a high-end woodworker, Festival, or the other one which starts with an M, I can never remember the name of it. But I think somewhere between, there is no middle of the road track saw basically. You're either getting a budget track saw like the Win or the Ryobi, or you're jumping up and getting the Makita. Now the Makita is a fantastic track saw for the money. It really is, and good tracks also.
Sean with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I think that I'm caught up on super chats. I'm going to go back and see if I can try to find myself.
Well, so Dr. Falcon said the day the music died, he was saying 1959. I thought you said 1990. Yeah, because I know what the 1959 incident is. I don't know what 1990 is.
1990.
Okay.
If my vision
So that wasn't Dr. Falcon that was saying that?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
Because you need to put your glasses on.
Well, I do need to put my glasses on, but thanks for pointing it out. Landon says December 6th, 1980 was the day the music died. No, you're talking about 80. That was John.
It was 1959. Dr. Falcon, the song and all that was Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and was it Richie Valens? Died in a plane crash. Buddy Holly, yeah. Outside of Clear Lake, Iowa. My family's from Clear Lake. We were just in Clear Lake. In fact, if you look at our pictures going backwards, we actually took pictures at where the music died. We actually went there. We could all sing it together if you want.
I almost started singing it,
One
but
and
I
a two
thought we were
and
going to get
three.
demonetized.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm not sure how far back I need to go. Costco is 420 in New Jersey. Linda says, one reason this native left Cali. I think we're talking about gas still. LCC Dan 1 says, the Den of Tools. I'm amazed how much the price of new tools has gone up, but I'm shocked how much the used market has skyrocketed even
Used
more.
market's insane. Yeah. Absolutely insane. People have lost their mind. Which is, when I bought these, and I'll have to do a video on a show. I bought 2 restored hammers from this guy at the show, the Oso family, and it was like $35 for both hammers, and I gave him a $40 because it's just ridiculous. He's way undercharging what these things should be selling for. He does such a great job with restoring them, and the used market is so insane. So I felt like I was stealing from him at $35.
Yeah. J Chillin 865 says recommendations for a car battery charger under $100.
Wow, I don't know the price on them. I mean, what's that, green trickle chargers? Green something. I buy them on Amazon and stuff. I use those a bunch. The old Syntec Harbor Freight ones were trash. The new Viking ones are pretty decent. I don't know what the price point on them is, though.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't buy trickle chargers or battery chargers all that often, so I can't really say.
Ryan Smith at the Den of Tools. Any good safety glasses / shaded safety glasses you recommend? All the ones I have purchased are always junky.
You mean like these? Oh, wait.
There was a visual to what just happened there.
There was. Hold on. Let me fix the camera again.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. He's going to hurt me later.
So, as I said, like these. Actually, are Griffins in here?
I was going to say Griffins aren't in here.
He's got the side shields on his.
Yeah.
So these are Heatwave visuals. And I did a video showing these. Heatwave makes Z87 rated glasses. They're not cheap. The basic safety glass is going to be, like the most basic pair is going to run you like $50. This pair, it's got the turquoise sides on it. The front
He means tortoise.
Tortoise, yes. What did I say? Turquoise?
Turquoise.
Yeah, tortoise. These ones are not Z87 because the arms aren't Z87, but the front is, and the frame is. But they're fantastic, and that's what we wear for everything. Now, full disclosure, they did send them to me, although we did buy, I bought a pair for somebody else the other day for something, and we've bought several pairs since then. We like them enough to put our own money into it, so
I'm
a big fan.
Yeah. And I will be honest to say that I was just like, I don't know about those. They're actually really cool. Like, I think they're cool. And not just cool, like they look cool, like they're functional. That was what I was really impressed by, was the quality and how functional they are.
And I wear them every day so that I always know that I've got, good eye protection. If I want to stop and, if I'm out wearing sunglasses and, I want to pick up a tool and do some work, I don't have to go and search for my eye protection. I've got it on. Linda
Linda says, Direct Tools Rigid Ryobi. I think maybe you're answering somebody else's question. David Field says, thanks for all you do, Mr. and Mrs. DeBear.
Thank
Linda
you.
Says, I chomped the like button.
Yay.
Matthew says, Ryobi is underrated.
Especially their newer HP tools. They're really nice.
Gary says, at the Dentist Tools, good evening. I was able to finally try, I think using the Bauer. Liam says, I'm getting ready to go into my mechanics career. Would the Harbor Freight Icon line be a good tool brand to start with?
I like it. Now, Harbor Freight sent me a bunch of stuff. I've bought Icon tools. So, just full disclosure, we always try for 100% transparency here. But the Icon tools, they're made in Taiwan. A bunch of people tried to trash on them when they first came out because everyone wants to hate on Harbor Freight, especially the Snap-on boys. But they've, over the past couple of years, they've really proved themselves to the point where people are having to suck it up and be like, these are decent tools. There's other good tools out there, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that they're best, but they're one of the best bangs for the buck. And on top of that, if you've got a Harbor Freight near you and you have a problem, you take the tool, you go into Harbor Freight, and in, lickety split, you're back out the door with a replacement. You buy these tools for a lifetime warranty, and being able to warranty them easy is a huge issue. It's another reason why I like Tecton. For those people who don't want to go to the store, if Tecton breaks, you snap a picture with your phone, you upload it to their website, 2 to 3 days later, you get a box, and you're like, oh, look, new tool.
Justin Gregory says, at the Den of Tools, what is this Tool Talk Live Stuck in Traffic edition? LOL, looks like you're in traffic.
It's actually, the wind has really died down. I should put the window down. So we're in an RV park right now. We come down from Montana down here to Vegas, and we got an RV that we stay in. We're here till probably the end of this month, about-ish. Then we'll head back up to the house in Montana. But our internet has just been terrible down here. We've got friends who are we're parked right next to their RV, who've got, what do you call it?
Starlink?
Starlink, thank you. So we're using their internet and their power. And we've done it outside before. We like sitting outside doing the whole thing. It's nice and relaxing. But the wind today we're talking 35 mile an hour gusts of wind.
Like,
it was just,
I couldn't open the door.
Yeah, it'll blow the laptop right off the table kind of thing. So this was the most soundproof, windproof solution we could come up with. So
Yep.
This is what we do for you because we love you that much.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
I'm losing the feeling in my backside.
Mater's Workshop posted, I think, a link to their channel. Go check them out. Shannon
Definitely
says,
check out Mater's channel. He's got a fantastic channel. A lot of good. He does live streams Monday and Wednesdays. Got a lot of great content over there. Go check him out. He's a good guy.
Shannon says, what's the best first CNC printer? Okay, so you're asking what is like the best for somebody who's getting into it? Is that, I think, what?
It depends. There's a lot of different ones that are better for different things. Shape Oko makes a great small format one. The X-Carve is a large format. I think it's 300 by 300 centimeters. Who else makes good ones? There's a whole bunch of them. There's the was it Ox CNC. If you want something that's kind of free form, you can kind of build it yourself as you go along, but build different formats and stuff. It's one of those things where it depends on what you want to make with it. So, yeah.
Linda says, I beat the crap out of my Ryobi tool. Poor Shaka. Nick says, at the Den of Tools, the correct answer to the question of chainsaw is 24 inches or larger. Okay. Ryan Smith says, I'm only here for the bear. Mike Adams says, at the Den of Tools, I live in Northeast Tennessee. I was in Pigeon Forge last week. Diesel there was $5.35 in town. The interstate was $5.48, and my town lowest is $5.09. Man. Ryan Smith also says, you guys are great.
Thank you. Sorry about gas prices.
Yeah. Steven Anderson says, so glad the coffee mug is offered in unisex. Hate male and female mugs. I agree. Married man
Does it
woodworking.
say that on there or something?
I think it's one of those, like, it has to be selected, so there you go. Married man woodworking. Yup. Mark D says, I was thinking about an auger from Discount if they were legit. I don't know what that means.
From Discount Tools.
Okay.
Discount Tools is owned by TTI. That's the company that makes Milwaukee, Rigid, Hart, Ryobi, Hoover, Dirt Devil, and a bunch of other stuff. So they are the factory authorized, not authorized, they are the factory. They're the direct outlet from the factory. So if you're looking to go with that brand, they are legit.
Matthew says, Ryobi rules. Obviously, Shaka's not here.
Don't tell Shaka.
Liam
Hashtag.
says, at the Den of Tools.
We need a shirt that says that. Hashtag don't tell Shaka.
We do. You heard it here, folks. We need a shirt. Liam says, at the Den of Tools, will the Icon tool line be a good brand for a beginner mechanic?
I think you just asked that.
No. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools.
Yes.
What, if any, does Harbor Freight have a 40, 60, or 80 volt tool system?
They do for outdoor power equipment in the Atlas line. It's a 40/80 volt system. It's a good system. I find it to be a tad bit pricey compared to some of the alternatives that you can find on sale, like from Cobalt
And I
or even Ego.
Okay. I was making a note about our amazing thoughts tonight. Dick says, Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I can't see myself. Matthew says, train wreck. Ha ha ha. Are you calling me a train wreck on Mother's Day? Really?
No,
How
my
could
video's
you?
a train wreck.
H-Wise. Lamar says, Happy Mother's Day to all your mothers. Thank you.
I'll drink to that. Soda. Diet soda.
Promethean Healing. I am not a fan of actors. I would care about meeting a great engineer, but not the mediocre pretenders. Okay. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing.
I don't think I get all that super excited about meeting actors. I've run into a few, famous people in my life. I honestly, there are people who run into me who get like all excited and stuff. Like it's like meeting a celebrity, and honestly, I don't take it well. I get embarrassed because I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a guy who's got a YouTube channel, and just like all of you, we're just regular family and stuff. This whole fascination in the U.S. with celebrity is something I think we need to get past.
Yeah.
They're just people.
Yep. I was going to say, we are all just people.
Yeah, now if it's somebody who's like won the Medal of Honor or somebody who's brilliantly smart or
Yeah,
something.
but they're still just a person when it comes down
That's
to it.
true.
And so I think when you and I have talked about this in the hypothetical, it's always like, I would like to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most of the time when I have seen somebody super famous, I just kind of avoid them. Not like I don't respect what they do or whatever, but my thought is they are getting hounded by people, and so the best thing I can do is mind my business, appreciate them from afar. That's my 2 cents. Linda says it's an issue worldwide. I don't know. Mark G says I agree. A recession is inevitable.
Yeah.
Jay says, hey Jeff, I recently found myself a new craft tri-mini RC plane flying at the Den of Tools. Cool.
Well, that's an expensive hobby because it's not when you crash, or not if you crash, but when you crash with those things. They're cool, but eesh.
Mark D says wait until a bad storm to get in. I don't know what that means. Jeff says, I do believe she figured you out, Jeff. Trailer Park. We are super behind. Inslam says, at the Den of Tools, thanks for the tips. A drone is probably a bad idea where I live, as I live next to the airport. That's correct.
Oh, that is a bad idea.
Yep. Negative.
5 miles of any airport is a no-fly zone.
Yep. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools in 1992, remember when housing rates were 14.5%. Holy guacamole. Mark T says, I got thousands above where we actually made money. I don't know what that means. Gary says, at the Den of Tools, hit the wrong button. Finally got to try the Bauer 2300 washer yesterday and did a good job changing the hose and again with a longer wand. Interesting. I already read the thing. Landon said. People are saying no repeats. It's insanity. Kill King 110 says, do you keep a stockpile of medical supplies on hand just in case something happens?
Yeah, we have medical supplies. We've got bandages. We have surgical equipment. I've got trauma kits.
We're just prepared.
Yeah.
Ed C says, at the Den of Tools, the RV park was my fault, talking about my uncle who owned an RV park, general store, gas station in the mountains in Ticonderoga. Just want to hear you say that again. Ta-da!
See?
I was able to get it out.
See, it was them bringing it up. It wasn't me at all.
Yeah, I didn't buy that, just so we're clear. But thank you so much for trying to throw yourself under the bus there, Ed. It's a good job. I'm just trying to make sure we are getting at the Den of Tools because we are so behind. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools. Damn it, had a brain fart. Man, I've had those too. A bunch of people are having to go to bed because it's getting so late. Dwayne says, happy Mom's Day. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Fred Hill says, at the Den of Tools, I haven't shot my broomstick in over a year because of my back. Last time I shot it, the range officer wanted to fish slap me, so waiting until my back surgery. Oh, that's always a good idea to wait. Rev Smith says, at the Den of Tools, did you hear U.S. Army is slowly switching to 6.8 caliber?
I did. Yeah.
Inslim says, I do like your good, bad, ugly history ones much better than Harbor Freight has a sale videos. Everybody's got a preference. I know folks like the...
Well, I brought that up and said that I want them to give me ideas and stuff. We need to get back to doing that more.
Okay. Hiram Bifton says, at the Den of Tools, I uploaded a video about those fancy Worcester brand Sherlock extensions and that silly Navy Marine Corps cover hat with the Harbor Freight Hyper Tough lights. Cool.
Okay.
Gotta check that out. Linda says, at the Den of Tools, we were in our basement because of a tornado threat on Friday. That's wind.
Oh, yeah. I grew up in Tornado Alley in Nebraska and Iowa. Drinking lemonade, sitting on the front porch, trying to see how close tornadoes would get before you run downstairs.
Barbecue 76 says, at the Den of Tools, your wind must be similar to mine. I'm watching my garage door flex and worried about it. Meanwhile, listening to the house moan. Also hoping I still have a back fence in the morning. That's always super fun.
Yep.
You're like, that didn't used to be in my yard.
I'm going to speed read here so we can catch up, okay?
Okay. Yep.
All right. Tom A says, happy Mother's Day to Mr. and Mrs. Bear, and I just knocked the cable and lost video.
How's that going?
Boom, pretty good. We're back.
Ta-da!
Kilkenny, the SEP 3 is hard kill system to defeat and tank weapons, or had a hard kill system. Fred says, dead people in barrels sounds like a mob in New York City in the 70s. In the Hudson, right? Barbecue 76 says, I take it back about the wind. You're not getting our wind. If you were, you would be rocking back and forth while you sit still. Our wind has calmed down.
Yep.
And we were rocking back and forth in the RV. We actually pulled around and we're parked in the lee of someone else's RV or neighbor's RV. Mm-hmm. That's the only way we were able to do this. Married Man Woodworking says, when are you opening the Honey Bear Camper Trail? Need to schedule my 2023 vacation. No doubt, right here. Now I got you here. We're going to not put you in timeout. We're going to add you as a moderator. So next time you can post links to your channel as well. So let's see here. Reverend Smith says, my cats are 11 years old and big babies. They're all males and very affectionate. Buckmaster says, diesel is a byproduct of gasoline manufacturing. Sin says, do you have a teddy bear with Den of Tools shirt as part of your merch offering? Actually working on it. We're hoping to come out with it as a pre-order later in late summer as a pre-order for Christmas. And because we have to order like 1,000 of them or something at a time. Dwayne says, got gas in Illinois today. Took 2 Gas X.
Like
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. In Silence says, the day the music died and then saying a year is just someone saying that they don't like music after that year. Got it.
Okay.
I'm slow to catch up. 1980 was the death of John Lennon. That one caught me by surprise. I still don't understand that. Fred says, can you believe we originally paid $265,000? It's now worth $725,000. Unbelievable. That's ridiculous. Unless John Lennon, did he know something about Hillary?
Jeffrey.
Anyway. David says, Bear, do the tents ever go on sale, and are they good for painting parts? Tents. What tents?
Like the ones that people put up, like the garages, but with sides.
Oh, like the garages? I've never tried that, but there's no bottom on it. So at least I don't believe there is a bottom. I don't believe there's a floor in it. So dust control would be an issue. I paint parts outside. I mean, you just have to pick the right time and stuff to do it. Etsy says, okay, 1990 when all music died because it all sucks from then on. Barbecue 76 says, I thought the music died when they drove the Chevy to the levee. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
Simon says, diesel, jet fuel, kerosene are all pretty much the same and mostly interchangeable. Wohawk says, Dad was from Charles City, Iowa. He was at the concert that night. Oh my gosh. And Simon says, what should I sell my 18-volt dual drill and circular saw for? Like how much? Are they the NiCad ones? Because I saw a full DeWalt NiCad kit, like the drill, the battery, and the charger used, sell for $50, and the guy considered it a steal. I don't honestly know what they're going for, but it's not cheap. And that was at a secondhand thrift store. Hiram says, in reference to the day the music died, on a serious note, look for the video on the Beechcraft Bonanza and how it happened. Was it a V-tail Bonanza? I love the old V-tails. Rip Craftsman, yeah. Fred says, well, kids, my back's killing me. Time to take my old man meds. So shine on. You have a good night, Fred, if you're still around. Logan's Creation says, can you recommend a decent bench grinder for around $50 or less? I don't need one often, but when I do, it would be really handy. I don't know exactly the price point, but the best one I've seen bargain budget-wise, you find them on Amazon. The Win grinders will go on sale. You're probably going to be, at that price point, you're probably going to be on a 6-inch grinder. But pay attention to deals of the week. Make sure you're subscribed, if nothing else, to just that playlist. If you don't know, you can subscribe to playlists on Amazon, on YouTube. And I do try to often look for stationary bench tools. Those are really hot items for people. Bench grinders being one of them.
There's that wind again.
Yeah, the wind's trying to come back. Owen's Jeep stuff. I'm seriously thinking of getting the new Ford Lightning EV. Gas is too far out of control. That's a pretty cool looking truck. It really is. I gotta be honest. And then let's see where I am. Ski World says, I'm looking for a new lower section toolbox. I'm looking between the Gear Wrench 26 or the Gear Wrench 26 versus 20. What's your opinion on it? I don't know. I've only seen it in pictures. I haven't tried it. Go check out Autobahn Dan, like the German highway. Autobahn Dan, his YouTube channel. He redid his shop and used those Gear Wrench boxes. And I think he's pretty happy with them. But as I said, I've never actually seen them in person, so I can't really say as to the quality of them. Sin says, that's awesome. We'll totally order a couple of bears. Thank you. Anyway, that's it for today. We're at 7:54. We're going to wrap it up early. Thanks again to everyone who's supported us with the Super Chat. Thanks again to all the people who are members with the bear behind the name. Again, you can find out more information on that down below. But also, thank you to our mods, everyone who supports the channel each and every way. Even if it's just by chomping the old like button and subscribing, leaving comments. However you choose to support the channel, we're happy with it. So thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you all had a fantastic Mother's Day. Anything you wanted to add?
Shine on.
Shine on. Take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.